Big addition.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, DJ Shar Dangerous.
And it's your boy, DJ Big Bopper.
And we're back with another episode of
Wave of the Planet.
We have, I guess you could call her a special guest. We got a special guest on this week. It's our GA, Keelan.
Hi. I'm actually going to go by DJ Honey Butter today.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
Thank you.
Keelan, or DJ Honey Butter. Excuse me. She heard us saying our DJ's name, so she feels obliged to.
Yeah.
Wait, what show have you DJ'd?
Excuse me? You heard me. You called in.
The show called Life. So the first thing that we start with, Keelan, is we talk about our weeks just because we like to talk about ourselves and we like to vent a little bit. So how's your week been? Loaded question, eh?
Well, I'm still trying to find somewhere to live
Love that.
for my move.
I'm going to say go ahead and make them aware of your situation.
I am currently a graduate student here at Tarleton, but I have
Ooh.
been offered a full ride and assistantship at the University of Florida. So I will be going to Florida in the fall, and it's going to be iconic, but I need to find somewhere to live there. So
Sounds like it's going to be a fun
Kind of
spring
important.
break at least.
yeah, I hope I'm really scared and nervous, of course, because I have to leave everyone I care about.
Retweet.
But yeah,
Except for one.
That's
see,
the fun
Shardae's
thing
in a
about
very similar
life, though.
situation. Yeah, I'm trying to see it in a more positive light instead of being so Eeyore about it. Be like, this is an amazing opportunity, and I'm gonna have a
Being so
great
Eeyore.
time and do amazing things. Go Gators!
Go Gators.
Go Gators!
Well,
Wait, didn't they make a Gatorade down there?
Yes, Jarrett. Do you know another school with a famous sports drink? I don't think so. Go Gators!
Powerade?
did you
Who
say
made
Powderade?
Who made Powerade?
University of Power, baby.
You
Woo!
just dang right.
Go lightning bolts. Jared, how's your week been?
Yeah, can someone else?
I don't know, man. It's just
I don't know, man.
it's been a week. I mean,
you like that.
it'd be like that sometimes. You know, I had finals come on Saturday. I had 2 finals Saturday. Got one more Thursday, so tomorrow I'm gonna take a final. And that's from like 6:30 to 8:30, so that's cool. Like, I love taking nighttime finals, and I love taking 8 a.m. Saturday finals.
Is that
was
sarcasm?
So, yeah.
Is that
Oh
sarcasm?
no, that's when my brain is at its peak
So
for
you're-
learning.
You're for
so.
serious right now.
Oh, most definitely.
Most definitely. The
It's-
sarcasm is real.
I cannot tell you how enjoyable it is to wake up at 7:30 a.m. for an 8 o'clock or 8 a.m. final, and yeah, so your brain's already all woke and ready to go. So yeah, it's great. It's a great time.
Honestly.
And then at 6:30, so that's after work. So I got plenty of time to. My brain is going to be focused on education and the test. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah.
I feel that.
Do you?
I don't actually feel that. The first part of this week was rough. Last week was rough too. I'm starting to realize that it's coming.
Yeah.
Graduation is on Saturday, May 11th. Show up. I don't have tickets for you. But
But you can stream it live on 90.5
KTRL
KTRL FM.
Keelan just looked at us like, I hate myself. Yeah, it's starting to become real, and it's like very scary. It's very overwhelming. Joyous occasion. So excited for it, but also like nerve-wracking,
Yeah.
I don't want to cry right now, but like, no, but I'm excited for it. It's just like getting there. Getting there is rough, but I'm
Yeah,
free.
I would
I'm
say
free.
so.
Wednesday's the free day, so I'm free and I'm loving it. We're gonna go to Topgolf. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, heck yeah. Is it college day on Wednesdays?
Yes, it is. It's college night, so it's like
How expensive is that?
$15
Oh, that's not bad.
for unlimited play from 8 to 12.
Oh,
so.
not bad at all. No.
I have never golfed. And so I still intend to win when we go.
Yeah, because
But
competitive.
it's going to be hard when I've never done it.
Here's
Wait.
the thing.
You're going to Topgolf too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on, Jared.
Yeah,
Come on down.
come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. But sometimes I pick the ball up and throw it into the hole. So it's not
Okay,
really like
none of that will be
I
happening.
didn't know you could do that. I thought it was like a driving range.
it is. You're not supposed to. But I'm also like Keelan. I'm very competitive, and I just
I
want to win.
am.
And I suck at golf. But
Wait,
I don't care
is
if
it
I
not
suck. I was
I
still
thought a
enjoying
driving range, you just try to hit it as far as you can.
there's like different games you play and stuff like that. You've never been?
No?
I figured that you would have gone. If you like, cause I don't know. You seem like a golf type.
Yeah, but if I go golfing,
Oh, if I go golfing, I'm gonna
It's like
go on
real
the,
golfing.
Yeah.
it's the. Never mind. It's like it's the only time you can legally drink and drive. Okay.
I mean, yeah,
Mm.
that's not recommended, but true.
It's
Yeah,
a golf
good
pun
time.
because when you tee off, it's called your drive.
Yeah,
By the way,
yeah. So you can drink in. Well, yeah. I mean, and
I'm not talking like golf carts or vehicles. We walk that.
I'm glad you
We have-
clarified because I'm sitting right here and I did not get that.
Yeah, I figured from your look, you're like, I'm
Well,
like, no.
And they also have very good drink specials on college nights.
Yes, they
So,
do.
Ooh,
Boom, boom.
okay.
But yeah, I think this weekend, I'm so pumped to see my grandma. Love that lady. My dad, haven't seen him since last spring break, so it'll be good to see him again. My stepbrother decided he's gonna get married on Sunday, so I'll get to see him before the wedding. One of my other stepbrother just graduated from college. Big shout out. So like, I don't know, we're a successful family right now.
Yeah,
My dad
and-
just retired from the army.
It
Oh,
just
yeah.
seems like a big time for you.
It's
a lot
a-
of change. And,
It's a lot of change.
yeah.
It is a big time for our family though, and so like, we're like really excited. It's kind of just like nerve wracking getting there, but Wednesday I'm free. Good day. Today's a good day. So with that being said, another thing that we do, Keelan, is the song of the week. We already got hers. Should we do her first, Jared? Or?
Yeah, if she knows how to do it, let's see.
What if I go last? Because, best for last.
That's me.
Okay. Yep, fair. That's fair.
It's always me.
Ladies first.
Yeah, we'll do ladies first. I don't count. So, Keelan, what is basically what we do is we tell our song of the week, explain a little bit why it's our song of the week, and then play it some. So, what is your song of the week?
My song of the week is Love Yours by J. Cole.
Why?
Well, I wasn't aware I had to explain why, but J. Cole's my man. He's my guy. So
My
I thought
guy.
we'd take it back to 2014 today. And it's just this song has always been so special to me. Like, it's one of my consistent favorite songs just because if you listen to it, that's why.
Yeah.
Take a listen. Enjoy.
A life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let it know that he alive. Fake niggas, mad snakes in the grass, let it know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle. Goes for all y'all. It's beauty in the struggle. Let me explain. Yeah. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to
Good
my
choice.
Okay,
Good
yeah,
choice,
and I
buddy.
know J. Cole. He just recently had an album come out with Middle Child, right?
That was a single.
Oh, it was a single. Okay.
His most recent
Yeah.
album was the KOD,
Yeah.
This is what you call
No.
KOD.
Yes.
Is
This is
my
what you call a
jam.
flip, man.
which also incredible message. I know I'm white and everything, but
I like KOD and I really like ATM too.
oh
Count it up.
yes,
Count it up.
yes.
So I don't know. That's just a classic to me. What about you, Bob?
All right, so mine's gonna be by one of my. He's just one of my go-to.
One of my guys.
One of my go-to
Is this your guy?
guys.
Your
My
man?
one of my old faithful. Back with was Tyler Creator, Off Gang or
Odd Future Wolf Gang
off-
killed them all.
yes.
son.
Now
I
it's
was a
just
fan.
Tyler the Creator, but the one I chose is Who Dat Boy. Mostly because I don't know, man. It's just one of those that I can when I listen to it, I kind of think of that alter ego of myself and just overcoming it and becoming who I want to be. Of course, that's not what a lot of people get out of this song, but that's what I get out when I listen to it. And music is subjective, so let's go ahead and take a listen to Who Dat Boy by Tyler the Creator.
Yo, who that boy, who him is, him that I swear, stand out guy, him don't need no chair, well what him at, cause I'm right here. Don't shop at the mall, all y'all just dumb mother, I'm a them all this. You can give me some markers and I draw you a closet. And you know that it's golf. Gonna make the deposit. Fresh to death like he got dressed in a coffin. Cons overalls and a striped shirt. The boy drip swag like a broken faucet. It's running. I'm running. That cherry be the bomb like he ran in Boston. Won't stop till the cops surround him. One jiggy and the other awesome with his face blown off. That's how
Like I said, it's a little bit it's subjective to me.
A little
It's-
aggressive. It's
It's
a
to
lot.
me, it's like my toxic version of myself, and just overcoming it and beating that and being who I really am.
It's a lot of. It gives me a lot of Suicide Boys vibes. So
Another Jarrett classic.
yeah, exactly. Interesting. All right, well, there you go. There's "Who Dat Boy" by Tyler the Creator. My song of the week. Oh, it sounds like a ballad at the beginning. I don't like it. I mean, I do, but it's like kind of sad.
You're just
ballad.
changing the vibe here, that's all.
Okay, the beat's gonna drop, and I like the beat drop. It's by the boy Lauv, which that's how you pronounce it. Strange.
Lauv.
Lauv, like loud with a V at the end. That's what he said on Twitter. So
It's like
confirmed.
the Hobbit. Everyone's like Smog, and it's like, no, Smaug.
It's Smaug. Keelan's a nerd, so
Sorry.
she knows those things. But it's called "Drugs in the Internet." Take a listen.
Traded all my friends for drugs in the internet. Oh, am I a winner yet? Look quick.
Notice how we talk.
See you winning yet? Mom's back home with a drink and cigarette. Traded all my friends for drugs in the internet. Oh, am I a winner yet? Look quick. Hasn't hit him yet. Mom's back home with a drink and cigarette.
So I don't know. I've just been really feeling this song lately. I like the beat a lot. I don't know. I don't know why I like it. I think it's very. I don't know. It's one of his new singles out, and I think we've got new music coming from him. He also has a special place in my heart because, like, I hate to say, this music helped me through a hard time.
But if it's the truth.
But it
like,
did.
Yeah, no shame.
It really did. So I don't know.
I like the contrast of what got us through dark times.
yeah.
polar
Honest,
polar
same.
opposites.
Yeah, mine too.
100%. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, well, this isn't the one that got me through it yet
No.
either. It's like, but you know, he's got some soft boy stuff, and then
Ooh,
It's a little
soft
softy.
boys.
All right.
and then this is some of his not harder, but you know what I mean, like more upbeat, and I dig it a lot. So
No,
sorry if you're in the car with me. This is on my new playlist for the month is called May ? Look, I mean, I don't know. A lot of things are happening this month, or things aren't happening. What was last month? Let's see. I had
April vibes.
April vibes,
Mm-hmm.
and then March was marching on.
Gosh.
February was February because it was cold. And then it was like some cool hits, some cold hits for February. I don't know. Anyways, I try, but I also digress, to use the words of Bob. So, what are we going to be talking about today?
I know we talked about the last couple of weeks about Tool, about their new music coming out. Well, they had a concert and they finally played 2 tracks off that new album. We got a little bit about Spotify and Apple Music, of course, and a little bit about the European Union to probe a Spotify's antitrust complaint of Apple Music. We talked a little bit about how Justin Bieber was going to be shying away from music and doing something else. Well, he striked a deal with YouTube for a new project, so we'll talk a little bit about that. We got Taylor Swift's next music release, and it's coming a lot sooner than you think, and we got a little bit of a surprise at the end.
All right. I've also got some general sports news. We got some updates on the NBA playoffs. We're going to have some NHL updates as well. And then some Tarleton sports updates as well.
Okay. What about
So-
you, Keelan? What we got?
Yeah, Keelan, what
Are you
you got
serious?
for us?
Don't throw me on the bus like this. I didn't know I was supposed to provide news.
Ooh.
No. So what you're going to be right now is a commentator.
Yes, an expert in my field. So if anything comes up relevant,
All right. Well,
You'll hear.
what you know about my girl T-Swizzle?
T-Swizzle. Tay-Swift.
Is that in your ballpark?
I would not say I'm an expert on T-Swizzle, but
We've discovered recently that I'm actually not necessarily a Taylor Swift expert, but a Taylor
Stan.
Swift stan, and I didn't know it.
no. Sade told us that she thought this was casual. She's owned every single Taylor Swift album, like
but
physically.
it's not like
No, that's
But-
a stand.
But it's not because I'm like, ooh, the new Taylor Swift album just came out. I have to have
It
it.
just
It's
has
like,
happened?
no, it's just like I'll like hear it, and I'm like, oh, I want to listen to this whole album, and then I'll listen to the whole album and I'll like it, so then I'll buy it.
I think that makes you
Yeah,
a fan.
that's literally.
Okay, but like to me, it's just like casual. It's just one of those things. Like, oh yeah, I'm also like I like, but I'm not like a Taylor. I don't call myself like a Taylor Swift stan. I don't have like Reputation Tour as my @ on Twitter,
No.
and I'm like Swift fan
Was it
97.
But you do have that
95?
poster above your bed.
60? I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to tell you about it?
Shut
My
up.
bad.
So I don't know. I feel like I'm a casual fan, but everyone
Aren't
else
you-
thinks I'm obsessed.
Aren't you getting into your Taylor Swift year?
We bouts to.
Swift year.
Yeah, 22. I'm a child, by the way. I'm 21, which Keelan
21.
Yeah,
is
if you're
younger
a
than
child, what does that
me.
make me?
An infant.
Okay.
No, I'm just so used to being.
You're not 21. I thought you were 21.
No, I am 21.
Oh,
but
okay. I
I'm
was
still
like,
younger than
what?
Sade.
I
By
got
like
her beat by like
23
and a half weeks.
Yeah, not very much
Uh-oh.
at all.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
usually everyone's older than me. The only person I know,
Same.
like, one of the.
Shut up.
Bob, no, you're not. You're older than everyone, and you make it known.
Kirk's older
okay?
than I am.
Yes, Kirk and Lance are both older than you,
Thank
but
you.
Lance is barely older than you. And no, I'm kidding. Not really. 8 years. So okay,
Almost
when
a
you were
decade.
born, he was a little kid. He was in elementary school. That's so strange. Dude. Yeah. Wow. Well, anyways, yeah. So whatever. I'm young, but Keelan's younger. Okay, but anyways, what about T
So
Swift?
Taylor Swift's
Yeah.
next music release is coming a lot sooner than you think. And if you saw her first ever Me performance, you might already know that it's coming. So Taylor Swift shut down the Billboard Music Awards with a performance packed with pastels featuring a band of drummers and women in vibrant suits dancing for her new single, Me! Exclamation mark. It looked like an electric performance at home, but it must have been even more fun to shoot it. So fun that, in fact, that the Swift had decided to release the rehearsal audio recording of the live performance on CD and vinyl.
I saw that.
So-
Now you know what to get me for my birthday. I mean, I'll probably end up buying it. for
You want the
myself.
vinyl or the CD? I don't-
Both. Vinyl. I prefer vinyl.
Well, Swift made the announcement on Twitter following the show, starting off by typing in all caps, "This was the maximum amount of fun possible. And for the first time ever, I'm releasing the live rehearsal audio from the performance on vinyl and CD from BBMAs on my site. Thank you to every performer out there with us tonight," she wrote. Swift's plan may have been inspired by Beyonce's recent release of Homecoming, the live album, an LP of her own marching band-inspired set from Coachella last year dubbed Beychella. Me is Swift's first single from her mysterious forthcoming album. The name of the LP exists, according to the singer herself, somewhere in the accompanying video for the tune that she released last week. Time to rewatch and find out what it's going to be.
Okay, I want to talk about the whole drumline thing.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are mad and they're comparing Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Mayo-chella.
Yes, that it has
Mayo-chella
been
versus
dubbed
Baychella.
Mayo-chella. But also, we got to remember that Taylor Swift did that back in the You Belong With Me music video.
Yeah.
Homegirl was a band nerd.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to
So,
say.
like, and the other girl was a cheerleader.
Well, that's
so
she
it's
was in the
not-
bleachers. You
Yeah,
know?
she wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts.
Exactly.
She's cheer captain, and I'm on the bleachers. Oh my
Come
god,
through, Taylor Swift expert.
no. But anyways, so like she's done it before, and so I mean, it was probably a little bit Beyonce inspired, but like you can't just say that she's like 100% copying.
No,
And
yeah,
I
because
don't
she's
know.
had it. I mean, she's had it in her own.
She did it a while back. It's been a while. Maybe she wanted to revamp a little bit. Maybe she also wanted everyone to realize that, like, I don't know, what if that was a You Belong With Me part 2?
Okay, no.
No, it wasn't. You know, her
Don't
whole
even-
theme, and that was like, you belong with me. Whoa.
Yeah, me! Exclamation mark.
It's in it.
What's
Boom.
up?
No.
All right, conspiracy theorists come through.
You know,
Also, it is me! Exclamation point because she's with Panic at the disco.
exactly.
There's an exclamation point at the end, so don't at me. Don't come for me like that.
Yeah, but
What, Keelan? What are your thoughts?
I'm just not that impressed. I don't want this Taylor Swift stand over here to fight me, but like
I'm not going to. I'm not a
I'm
Taylor
not
Swift
impressed
fan.
by the song. I don't mind Taylor Swift. I think she's a good gal and everything, but
That's
Good
fine.
gal.
like the amount of work And it's not.
No, I don't think it's the
okay.
best song in the world. I've only listened to it probably like 3 or 4 times. I just, I don't know.
Look.
She came out with it's not a rock song, but like, she came out with a new song of Brendan Urie. So to me, when you put Taylor Swift and Brendan Urie together, this is what you're going to get.
Look,
I
I'm
guess
not-
you're right. I guess that's true.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know what
but
I expected.
I'm not super, super impressed by it, but I'm not surprised about it. And it's just a super like uplifting song. You can't spell awesome without me.
yeah, look, Keelan. Everybody's
Look, Keelan.
entitled to their own wrong opinion. Okay, it's okay.
I'm not down with the mayonnaise. Too mayo.
You are a man.
I am, but. And that's that. Next.
And that's that on to that. Up next, we're going to talk about JB.
So we had talked about how he was kind of stepping away from music, and then all of a sudden came out on a Coachella or
Coachella.
Ariana Grande's set on Coachella. So
That's why we refer to her on this podcast. That's her. That's how she
aware.
wants to be referred to, and everyone else just calls her Grande because they've been to Starbucks too many times.
see, I'm a huge stickler when it comes to the proper pronunciation as told by like either the creator or the person. It's just like
GIF.
just like GIF. Yeah.
We're upset. It's GIF.
I'm gonna keep saying GIF, and it's
Yep.
okay.
That's fine, but the creators, made it GIF. So
They also
And he
didn't
was, yep.
put a J instead of a G, so it's whatever.
anyways.
I
So-
digress.
So we'd kind of talked about he was kind of shying away from music, and well, it turns out that he might be having a new YouTube project coming up. So Justin Bieber is partnering with YouTube for something big, but we'll have to wait until 2020 to see what it is. YouTube announced on Thursday, May 2nd, that the platform is working alongside Bieber to bring up some sort of top secret project to fruition next year during its broadcast presentation of the advertisers. So it promises that you can be one of the most talked about YouTube originals ever, said YouTube's chief business officer, Robert Sinkle. So during the event, the streaming platform indicated that all of its new and returning original series and specials, presumably including whatever it is that Justin's starring in. This will be available for free with ads beginning this summer, and this is in stark contrast to its previous offerings, which would have often required users to purchase paid subscriptions to see the original content. So Bieber's upcoming project marks a return to the very vehicle that made him famous in the first place. The Canadian pop star originally gained notoriety from posting musical performances and covers to YouTube as early as 2007. So his version of the classics by the likes of Stevie Wonder and Usher caught the manager Scooter Braun's eye, who reached out to Bieber and got him started on the path to stardom. So Braun has remained by Bieber's side as his manager ever since. But unfortunately, there are not any real details as far when it comes to expect from the top secret project. While we know music is obviously an important aspect of YouTube, Bieber has also stepped away from all of making new tunes for a short period of time, save briefly performing with Ariana Grande on stage at Coachella earlier this year. He was also spotted mulling over a potential reality show with his wife, Hailey Bieber, but no announcements have been made on that front yet. Whatever the project happens to be, hopefully we won't have to wait until it's out next year for some hints at what it may be. So, what do y'all think?
I kind of like this, that he's about to do something new. Justin Bieber has just, because he started so young, he's got so much music in his arsenal already. And I think that as an artist, you come to a point where it's like, maybe I'm done with music, or maybe I'm done with music for now. Maybe I want to jump into something else creatively. Will Smith,
Yeah.
So, which I was watching Red Table Talk yesterday. I like that.
Oh,
Hey, but we
yes.
Can't forget about Mark Wahlberg. He had a little bit of a quote-unquote rapping career going on.
Probably shouldn't have, but he did.
Oh,
So,
you didn't know
I
that?
didn't know that.
feel the vibrations.
Gosh.
You didn't know that? That's Marky Mark in the Fucky Bunch.
Good
Oh,
vibrations.
I did not. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Retract
that's Marky
that.
Mark.
Take that out of the podcast.
Leave it in.
Yep.
Future
figured.
Bop editing and AJ, leave it in. So, yeah, I like this. I like that he's going to venture out and do something new. Also, he's so young that he could. And he's got money, so do it.
You got that?
He's just kind of.
I also feel like he's kind of all over the place right now.
He's kind of like a little
You-
jerk.
Oh.
Is that podcast approved?
I think
Yeah,
he's
you
just
can
a
work
little
it.
bored and he's trying to figure out what to do. You know?
I also think Justin Bieber got a lot of flack though, like growing up,
True.
because
and
he
that's-
he was in the spotlight for so
That's
long at
true.
such a young age. Like, I mean, people got mad at him for like peeing in a mop bucket and like,
Spitting on his fans.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
mad at him for that.
I mean, I did too. But here's the thing, like, he was on like a most hated list.
That's true. He
And
got
he
way
was-
more hate than he probably
He got
deserved.
more hate than Bin Laden. Like, at one point he did. Like, he was number one
Yeah.
on that list, and
Wasn't
Bin Laden
terrible.
was like 2.
But,
So
but nowadays it seems almost like
yeah, it's like grow up. I think he has grown up a little bit, but I think he's also like stayed out of the public eye.
For a while.
no. He did this yesterday. I think yesterday he Instagrammed a picture of like Michael Jackson plus Tupac equals Chris
yeah,
Brown,
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
I was just like,
And then he like called Chris
I didn't
Brown's
know
stint
that.
with Rihanna
Yes.
like a mistake that he
yeah.
made,
So
which it was, but it was also
I didn't know
assault.
that
No.
was Justin Bieber.
We're not justifying beating women in this studio.
No.
Sorry, Mr. Biebs.
Wow.
Also, my favorite thing about Justin Bieber is that photo of Post Malone holding him up by his neck. That's my favorite. Google that if you haven't seen it. It's iconic. Post said he like put a cigarette out on his arm or something, so he just grabbed his throat in the club, and it's such a beautiful photo.
Oh yeah, dude! Somebody you best bet I'm gonna put you up against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
boy.
And that's yeah.
And I want to see.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
And that's the that on that. Oh wait, this one.
No, that's them remaking it.
Oh okay.
Find the original.
Wait, Justin
please.
Bieber. Wait.
There it is. There it is. Yes, show that.
Okay. I was like, that's Justin Bieber choking
We'll tweet
Posty.
this.
I'm
That's
confused.
I'll
Post
tweet this out when we
choking
tweet
Bieber.
about the podcast.
Please do. Please.
Wow. Honestly, yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm kind of on the fence about Bieber now because I think he does get a lot of flack, but I think he deserves some of it. Like,
He
for sure.
definitely didn't deserve it while he was young, because a lot of that seemed as though they were just making fun of him because he seemed feminine, or people were jealous that so many girls are obsessed with him.
Look at him
But
now. though.
nowadays, yeah, I'm like, I'm not with it, mister.
I was just never. I've never liked any of his music personally, but I didn't like pop at that time. So
Here's another thing, if you want to know, that I will tell you. I will reveal. I was a believer.
I knew that.
I was very, very deep into the Bieber fever. I had his first 4 albums.
I'm not gonna lie, so was I.
I had the bracelets.
I had this little jacket.
Saw the movie.
I had a little jacket with Bieber's head on it.
Purple is my favorite color. I almost
Did you see
bought
that film?
some
Did you go to the
Supras.
film?
Yes,
Of
never
course
say
you did.
never. Duh.
Never say
So I'm gonna name some music groups.
Featuring
Y'all tell me
Jaden Smith?
yes or no.
Featuring Jaden Smith.
Okay.
Now he's bigger than me, taller than me, and he's older than me, stronger than me, and his arms a little bit longer than me, but he ain't on a JB song with me.
Yep.
Sorry, anyways.
One Direction. Were y'all
Look
Okay.
at my face.
Here's the
Jonas
thing.
Brothers?
Just I
Okay.
wasn't down with the Joe Bros.
You just don't like the JBs, bro. It is
Yeah,
what
but-
it is.
I
One
was
Direction?
a One Direction fan before One Direction was big, and I don't. I don't mean
Explains
to
why
be.
Keelan hates me, man.
don't-
JBs.
Shut up.
I don't mean to be
Jarrett.
one of those people, but me and one of my friends, we used to listen to One Direction. I remember this in our science class
So did
every
I.
single day.
Pre-AP
sophomore year.
biology.
Awesome. And no one knew who One Direction was, and then they took off, and we were like, okay. And then
We get it. You're a hipster. You
No.
listened to them before it was cool.
This is why-
Okay.
this
This is why I hate
while they
talking
were
about
on
myself.
X
They
Factor.
listen on their vinyl and their record players
why
I
I
actually
hate
love
talking
One
about myself.
Direction. I've seen them in concert and I cried.
while they're
I was
wearing
like,
their flannel,
like a grown woman
drinking
crying.
their coffees.
See,
I
I'm
just
not
kept
that.
thinking,
Eating their
like,
avocado
I'll never
toast.
ever be closer to these boys than right now.
Aren't
This is my.
wait?
I love.
Well, and
Aren't
now
all,
they're
aren't all the
split.
Jonas Brothers all married at least?
They're
now?
all
yeah, they are,
married.
but they're older than.
But not much. I think Nick's 25.
So not much. Okay, maybe they're
Yeah, that's
Kevin's
old.
the
Almost the
oldest
exact
one.
same
And he's
age.
like, shut up. You're 25. So shut up. I'm 11, so shut the. Anyways, I think Nick's
I'm just
25.
saying, Harry Styles, please.
My
Everyone
name is Jared.
take a
I'm 25,
consider-
and I never learned how to read.
I'm
He's
not.
ruining
I
this.
was never.
You're
a
supposed to
Harry
give a moment
fan.
of silence for Harry Styles.
I was just. I don't know. I don't think I liked them individually.
What?
The audacity.
What?
I was never a big One Direction
Oh my
fan.
god, you were
And
not in deep then.
I
You were
think I
not in
liked
deep enough.
Zayn. I thought Zayn was the cutest.
Oh yes.
See,
And
There's been talk about One Direction might be coming back.
I don't
No.
think
What do
I
you-
want it.
what do you
I
think?
think
What are
I
your
want it.
thoughts?
I want it
Here's the
So
thing.
we got the
desperately.
Backstreet.
But
We
I
got the
don't need it.
Backstreet Boys back.
We didn't
Okay.
need the Backstreet
No,
Boys
we
to get
didn't.
back together.
Their
Because
time has
here's the
passed.
thing. I
No,
think
we
that
didn't, but we got it anyway.
well, there's a difference between a boy band and like a band.
A grown
And
old
man bands.
singing
Well, no.
boy band music.
Well, like here's the thing: the Backstreet Boys were a boy band, right? And then I think to be able to like not transform, but you know what I mean, like blossom into like you can't call yourselves
Metamorphose.
a boy band anymore. You have to be a band now, like a rock band, not even a rock band, just a band.
And that wasn't the appeal.
Man.
The appeal
The
was
Peel was a boy band.
yeah.
And so, like, when they came out with that new song this year, I liked it. Or last year, I liked it a lot. But I was like, I can't. Like, I can't listen. Like, I can listen to it, but, like, I don't. The Backstreet Boys are not Backstreet Boys anymore. They are Backstreet grown men. Okay? And, like, One Direction, I kind of think they're too old for it. They're not old, but I feel like they're too old to, like, resurrect. Because their sound was boy bandy.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
didn't have a mature, like, adult sound. They
What
had
do you mean?
They had a we want teenage girls
Yep.
as our fans.
And they
Okay, but we
So-
saw like if you think about it, we saw like U2. They've been around since like what the 70s.
Yeah, but were they a boy band back then?
They were more of like it's more of the towards the younger crowd, yeah. But as they've
but they're
gotten
still
older,
bands.
But yeah, they were still a band, and I think that's the difference because like going from
okay, but I'm talking about like One Direction. Like,
But
there's-
here's my
a
thing.
band.
they were a boy band though.
yeah, they were
That's
a boy
the
band,
difference.
but
I-
they've also released like individual,
Individual,
more mature.
music.
No,
I just don't
but-
know if they could do that all together.
Like Harry doesn't need
Look,
One Direction
I've been
anymore.
to the year
Zayn
3000.
does,
okay?
but like
My headphones just stopped working.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's because she unplugged them.
Yeah,
anyways,
Technical
continue.
difficulties.
so
Um,
rude. She's just trying to get me out of here.
Honestly,
I mean,
we all are, but we're all out of here
it
next week.
happened.
So,
Oh, speaking of, yeah, I don't think.
oh,
Wow, way to let that one slip.
Freudian slip is that what it's called?
Freudian, it's like a Freudian slip is when you say something you didn't mean to say, but it reveals something about you.
Well, kind of, because I'm quitting
yeah.
this podcast. So,
I guess I wouldn't say
You're
that's a Freudian
quitting me?
slip, but
Bob, I need to tell you something. I've really enjoyed the last almost a year, but I think I need to be free.
Look, Sade, it's not me, it's you.
It is me. I'm leaving. We've done this for almost a year now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I think June was our first one.
wow.
So it's been almost a year. But oh yeah. So we're probably gonna have one more after this, but we'll say our goodbyes. Then that'll just be kind of like a exit. So Keelan, you're our last.
Special guest.
I wouldn't say special, but
yeah,
yes.
yes.
Me
Um,
neither.
So, but yeah, wow, didn't need to
Wow.
break out that news, but yeah,
Wow.
Jarrett is moving on to other things, work wise.
I figured if all of my friends are leaving, I can't be the only one here, right?
Oh,
He's
man.
you're doing a job that's you've already started, but you're doing a job that's more like
Yeah.
in your field and more what you want
Pays
to be doing.
more.
I mean that too. It's kind of not necessarily an internship, but it's like a paid,
Yeah.
highly
I
paid
mean,
internship.
Basically, that's what it comes down to is just I make more money there.
Yeah,
And
and
I mean, I love my job at the radio station. It's just,
you're a responsible adult at this point.
yeah, I actually have to pay bills.
Yeah, right. Same. I am hopefully, fingers crossed, graduating from college
Oh my
this
gosh,
week.
stop. Sade is graduating
And I thought
Saturday.
you told me
Don't
you,
put
you
that
weren't
out
going to
there.
graduate
You
anymore.
are.
I might not, so there's that. No, I'm kidding. I'm like psyching myself out, but I'm
She
really
decided,
just.
you know what?
I got 5
Do I
days
have
left,
to graduate,
or can I just stay here for the rest of my life? That's what we're singing Thursday. I love college. Boss Talks will be there. But anyways, so yeah, I'll graduate, and then I won't be able to work at the station anymore, and I'll be in town until at the longest the end of July, and then I'll head home for a couple of weeks, and then I'm moving to Rado. So.
I know one way you could work at the radio station.
I am not hot going to graduate school anytime soon. Here's the thing. I applaud people who can do it, and I think that it's an amazing thing, and I might go eventually. But I just need a break from school right now. Like,
Yeah.
I graduated high school and started college a week later. I've never had a week where I woke up
Wait.
and didn't have obligations, and I want that for just 3 days.
Did you take summer school or something?
I started in the
Okay,
summer,
I was like-
so I was here from June to the beginning of August, I went home for a week and then moved in. No, 2 weeks. I went home for 2 weeks and then I moved in, had, we had tea week and then I started school.
I feel that.
So, like, it's going to be so strange. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Like, waking up on Monday, I'm going to wake up Monday morning instinctually at 7:15. Like, I need to go to work. I don't. And then, to have a day to just do nothing. And I'm not even, like, this summer I'll be working on my other job. But, like, that's on the weekends and I'll probably pick up more hours. But it's just it's so crazy to me to, like, this journey is almost over.
And then in about 80 more years, you can retire, and it's like that again.
Honestly, yeah. I don't ever want to retire. I mean, I'm not going to get to. Thanks, boomers.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm kidding. I watched this video yesterday,
Shout out.
and it was basically all the things that millennials kill.
Well-
And it was like millennials sitting with boomers, and they were like going through the articles, and they were like deciding like, are millennials killing it? Is it dying on its own, or is it really just like,
Millennials are killing malls.
yeah, millennials are killing malls.
We
No,
ain't got
Amazon.
money.
Amazon killed malls.
Well, that's what they're
Sorry.
saying. One of them was like, they're killing diamonds. Well, rent. Okay.
I'm sorry. When I get paid $9.95 an hour, I'm
Then-
not going to afford a diamond. We're getting cubic zirconium, baby.
Yes, we are. It was like millennials are killing hotels because of Airbnb. That's just smart travel.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Honestly.
I don't want to spend all this money.
We're killing the housing market.
We
Well,
aren't killing anything. Y'all killed our ability to have expendable income. So
The
good
thing is,
night.
The housing market, man. You can't even. It's not even.
Good night.
It's not even
well,
smart to
it
buy a
was
house
like-
anymore. It's just rent.
exactly. They're like, you're killing the housing market. They're like, no, but like with the way that our jobs are, the way that we travel so much, like,
better to
why
rent.
would I? Yeah, it's better to rent. And then also, it just makes more sense to
Because
me.
see, when you rent, you don't have to worry about like if the AC breaks. You don't have to worry about it
Well, yeah, and I mean, until I settle down, quote unquote.
till you find the career where
Which-
you're going to be at for the rest of your life.
Honestly, though, here's
Which
the
doesn't
thing.
happen. Stats are showing people are switching jobs like every 5 years.
Yeah, that's true, and that's because
See,
of the
that's
way
why
that-
we moved so much when I was younger. Like I went from Pennsylvania, California, Colorado here,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Ever since the career that my dad got, or the job he got here, he's like, "This is what I'm retiring at," and he's getting close there. He's going to retire
See,
soon.
the
so.
market that I'm going into, I've started to realize, and I'm very okay with it. Like, I'm going to be working my way up, so I'll start entry level, and because I want to go into sports marketing and things like that. You'll go to different teams, stuff like that, and I'm so cool with that because I want to travel. And for me, the idea of settling down with, quote unquote, settling down with someone is not like buying a house and like starting a family and
You
things
trying to
like
tell
that.
me if Lil Dicky
It's-
were to come out here right now and be like, "Hey, yo, girl, this is what we doing," you gonna turn him down?
I would tell him I'm not working for the Eagles. But for me, like, the idea of settling down is like building a life with someone.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we're
doesn't mean you
building
have
it in
to-
one
yeah,
place. Like,
exactly.
I want to travel and do things like that. And so, I don't know. I'm the most open to the idea of traveling, and I think that's why I'm moving. I'm wearing my Colorado shirt today. Makes me feel comfy.
Yeah, see, like,
But
my dad, because his job moved when we got to Texas, moved from being like, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes away to an hour and 45-minute
Yeah, that
drive
commute.
and he had to go. And you have to commute it because, like, what are you going to
Yeah.
do? Sell your house, get a new one?
Yeah, exactly, an hour away. John, our former boss, he commutes to Colorado. Yeah,
From Dallas?
from Lubbock.
Oh, my God.
It's still far, but yeah,
That's like a 4, 5, 6 hours.
at least.
Oh, man.
Because Colorado Springs is like 13, 14 hours from here.
Wiling.
Yeah, so. But yeah, millennials are killing stuff. And it was cool to like realize though, because boomers are like, wow, y'all do kind of get a lot of flack. And it's like, we're just trying to be smarter about money because we don't have as much.
Yeah, it's like it's ruining going out and eating at like restaurants. I'm like, dude, you got a tip? I don't like.
Yeah.
And if you don't tip, you're a jerk, and nobody wants to be a jerk. Like,
Yeah.
but you want to eat food, so you either get it to go or you just go through fast food. Man, it's fast.
Hi,
And it's food.
I'm a sociology major, and the solution is not just to get fast food. It's capitalism sucks. I'm gonna say it.
We were talking about
Out
this
myself
earlier
on
when
that.
I said, because, okay, so I graduate maybe this weekend, and I have graduation tickets, and I only get 8. but my family is not even big. It's an average. It's literally me and my mom, right? But it's so I get 8 tickets. But who's coming is my mom, my dad, my aunt, uncle, my grandma, her son, who's my uncle, and then my best friend, stepbrother, his wife, and their daughter. So, like, that's 10, 11 people. But we get 8. And so it's like people are selling their tickets, their extra tickets. And one of my friends bought 2 tickets for $250. And it's like, Bob was talking about, like, supply and demand. And I was like, but just think, like, my friend Kristen, or my roommate, she's, like, giving her tickets away. Like, she doesn't need the extras. Our friend Michaela does, and so she's giving them away. But the girl was like, no, I sold them to my friends, too. You want $75 to her friends.
See,
that's a friends and family discount? Girl, bye. That's ridiculous to me. But then some people do have small families. Bob was like, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to have my parents are going to come. I'll have 6 tickets. Like, if my friends, like, need them, I'll give them that. But if not, like, if somebody's willing to pay for a ticket, I'm going to let them pay for a ticket.
I mean, I get that. I don't know. I'm just like...
You're placing the value of that ticket, not me. Like,
yeah, I get it. It's just kind of cruddy. No. Like, to, like... No, this is the whole thing. It's cruddy to notice that there is such a high. This is, to me, it's like not as serious, but it's like when there are major
when it's like
floods.
$125 for a ticket or whatever, that's extreme. That's ridiculous.
That's like, okay, when there's like floods or really bad weather things that happen, and so people decide that they're gonna rise the price of water.
Yeah, it's illegal.
You know, it is. It's illegal to sell these tickets. By the way, it's illegal. You're not supposed to be able to
like think
sell them.
about this from a conflict perspective of the only people that can buy these additional tickets are people with money to do that.
Yeah.
And so what makes your family able to go versus another person's family's money, that's kind of I'm not about it.
See, okay, but at that point, I mean, like you said, different people, different things. Like, I would never try to sell it for a ridiculous amount of money. But if somebody was like, if a ticket was worth $10 for them, I'll give you $10 for that ticket.
Well, and that's the thing. I wouldn't mind paying $10. I wouldn't pay more than $25.
Well, so I'm saying I'm
One
not
of my
going
friends was like,
I'm not going to charge somebody a stupid amount of money.
The
I'm
real
not going to take
thing.
advantage of people.
We're not coming for you, Jared, and I'm certainly not trying to attack the people who are selling their tickets because I love a side hustle. I'm poor too.
No, I'm just trying to give
However,
my take on it as well.
I think the system's just flawed, and we're not gonna solve it right here in the podcast.
Well, no.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, no.
It's also like they're getting them for free too. So it's not like you're paying for a service and upping the price.
$50,000 to $60,000 for them tickets.
For those 8 tickets.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but so did I. To not be able to have my whole family there to showcase it, you know, that's the cruddy part. But it is what it is.
It is the cruddy part.
You know, I don't know. Some people only have like 3 people at the graduation, and that's fine too. I said 7. I meant 3. But I wasn't coming at you.
Next time.
I was being serious.
No, I understand.
I meant 2 because you're not inviting your brother. How rude.
I have a reason.
I'm just kidding. But anyways, tangent alert. What stories do you want to go into?
Let's go ahead. Let's see what is going on over in the European Union.
Yeah, because we never talk about Spotify. The European Commission, the regulatory body of the European Union, will start a formal investigation into Apple following an antitrust complaint filed by streaming music service Spotify. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Do you remember? Remember how I was telling you about how Apple phones, like, you can't stream.
Yeah.
You can stream, but like if you say, "Hey, play this
But
song,"
it'll go straight to
Apple and not Spotify. So yeah, Spotify is like filing complaints. They like made all these advertisements. Can you be louder with that, please?
Yeah, dear Lord, did you see how graceful and silent I was?
Do you see how graceful I am right now? Whoa. They made all these complaints. Basically, they made a video, and I thought it was so hilarious. But it was basically like Apple even the playing field.
Yeah.
So now I guess they're finally going through with it. Spotify filed a complaint with the EU in March claiming Apple's business practices limit choice and stifle innovation by favoring the company's own Apple Music streaming service over competitors. The Financial Times, citing unnamed sources, said the EU Commission has begun preliminary investigations into Spotify's claims and will confirm the start of an official probe in the coming weeks. Responding to a request from For comment from The Hollywood Reporter, a commission representative would only say that the commission has received a complaint by Spotify, which we are assessing under our standard procedures. In the complaint outlined in a blog post from Spotify CEO Daniel Ek, Spotify took aim at the fee Apple charges third-party developers that use Apple's App Store. Apple charges developers and content providers a fee of 30% of revenue the first year for distributing their products and 15% for every year thereafter. Ek claims this Apple tax forces Spotify to artificially inflate the price of our premium membership well above the price of Apple Music. Not paying the fee, Ek said, can result in a series of technical and experience-limiting restrictions on Spotify when accessed via the App Store. Taken together, Ek claims Apple's setup could amount to unfair competition, as Apple does not, he says, apply the same conditions to apps such as those Uber or Deliveroo. We were talking about the limitations that they have.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they charge so much. That's
I had no idea that they would charge those companies for that.
Well, me neither. But when you think about it, they own the App Store.
See, this is why when we talk about the whole like Apple versus everything else, like I told you, they don't allow that many third-party stuff. Like everything is like only Apple approved, like Apple.
Here's the thing: I'm still not going to buy an Android.
Same.
No,
And it's not.
That's fine. I'm
it's
just
not
saying
an ignorance thing to me. It's just a simplicity thing. I like the simplicity of Apple. I like that it's all in one place. However, I do think that because they have the monopoly, they're able to do this, and doesn't mean it's right.
See, but here's the thing. If you go back into the early age of like Windows XP time, when Microsoft was releasing Windows as the operating system, as their platform, and they pre-installed Windows Office, Internet Explorer, and everything. So basically they had a monopoly over, because back then 90% plus of computers were Windows computers.
Yeah.
And so what browser is everybody using? Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
And so all these other platforms that they used for web browsing kind of like died out because of that, and so they had to like separate because they considered it a monopoly. So they had to like split up all that stuff and stuff. So I think that's where they might be coming at for them now.
Well, yeah, and I will say that I don't think I have Internet Explorer on my laptop. I have a Mac.
Well, I was like,
I think it comes with Safari, but I don't use it. I use Chrome 100%.
Same, 100%. But that's because they had to allow, like, before those platforms, you couldn't download. Well, this is the early age of the internet where you had to get a disc, install it,
floppy disk, and
or the AOL. You know, they had the CD. So back then, like now, you can actually download other browsers, and they have to legally allow that.
Well, yeah,
but back
and so
then,
it's kind of the same way. Like on Apple Music, they have to allow you to download Amazon Music and Spotify.
Exactly.
But the companies themselves pay such a heavy price. And like, remember we were talking about how much money Spotify makes and all this stuff, but they still weren't, making as much as they thought. Well, this is probably a good portion of it because Apple's getting, for every $100 million they make, Apple's getting $15 million. Like.
Off their platform. Yeah. Which, but there's not an issue with Apple on other platforms. Is what I.
Well, that's the thing, though.
And that's what this suing is, or this is what this lawsuit is from.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, would you download Apple? I don't see the point of having Apple Music if you have an Android. Because to me, I know Apple Music is like a streaming service, but I wouldn't use it as that. I have Apple Music on my phone, but I don't use it. I don't use Apple Music. I have iTunes.
See, I don't know the difference between, because like I used to have back in the day, my go-to MP3 player was my good old friend, my iPod.
Yeah.
And I always had. So I had a bunch of music on iTunes. So you're telling me is like Apple Music wouldn't pull all the stuff that I bought on iTunes?
Yes. So Apple Music, this is my Apple Music right now. This is my library. This is Apple Music, and then you've got like your downloaded stuff.
Right, yeah.
So Apple Music is like the streaming service where you can go like to Apple, like different radio stuff like that. It's basically like Spotify, but for Apple. I don't prefer
Except
it
it's not
because
at
it's
all.
not. No. That's what I'm. It's like a Spotify type. Like it's a streaming
But
service
it's
like that.
inferior because
Completely. And I think that's why they do. That's why they're doing this to Spotify because they know 100% that
Right.
that Spotify would take over.
Yeah.
The only reason I have
that
Apple
makes
Music on
sense.
my phone is because I have to.
right.
Like
See, like,
I
and we
don't
talk
prefer it,
like
though.
my favorite streaming platform is Amazon Prime Music.
yeah, and see, I have that too. I just don't use it.
But do you? I'm not familiar with Amazon Prime Music. Do you have to pay for
I mean,
everything?
it comes with your Amazon prescription or
Your
subscription.
Amazon subscription.
Yeah, I
I'm
prescribe
prescribing
you
you
3 Amazons.
3 Amazons a day.
We talk about. I know we talk about this a lot, and we're not sponsored. We're not trying to promote anything. We just want to let y'all, the viewers, know.
Yeah, we just talk about what we prefer. a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, not only that, I'm talking about like we talk about how Hulu and Spotify have teamed up for their student discount.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon Prime student discount. You said it's like what, $50 a year, something like that.
For Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
It's like 52.
And that's your student, and that comes with Amazon
Or 60,
Music,
something like that.
Amazon Prime Video, free shipping.
But then you
all that
still
good
have to
stuff.
pay for the videos and music you watch or listen to.
No, it's
So
it's
certain-
all.
So certain ones come on Amazon Video, and then of course there's the ones that you can like download from Amazon and
Exactly.
rent and still pay for.
But you
But
still have to pay
Amazon-
to rent.
For some of them, it just
Some.
depends. It depends. It's what's on Amazon Video. So like
So like
they
the-
have like their original series that they have; those are on there, and then they have movies and videos and stuff that are on Amazon
that is
for Amazon Prime.
users. But the only thing, unlike Hulu and Netflix, you're also able to rent or like movies straight down there. Like
Yeah.
anything you want, you're allowed to rent it.
I'm allowed
Which-
to pay money to watch something. More money. That's what you're telling me. That's what I'm
Well-
hearing.
Well, I'm
That's
saying
what I'm hearing.
I'm
You're
talking about
allowed
like
to pay
movies,
extra
movies
money.
and TV shows that are on none of the platforms.
Yeah.
Like you can rent them.
Like we could
straight from it.
We could rent Drag Race season 1 and
Yeah.
2,
Oh,
but I don't
okay.
want to. I don't want to pay for it. It's like $20.
What I do it for Blockbuster movies because I don't have a DVD player, so I don't want to go to Redbox. So I'll just
I love Redbox.
Me too.
I love a Redbox.
I don't have a DVD player, and I found out I'm not like the best. Actually, I am the perfect customer for Redbox because I'm the kind of I've bought like 5 DVDs from them.
Because you don't return it.
Yeah. So that your fees just rack up, and it's to the point you're like, okay, I own it now.
Yeah, basically they'll just charge me $32 and I get the DVD.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's why I
That's
grabbed the Blu-rays.
No.
Just kidding.
I don't have a Blu-ray player. I don't even have a DVD player up here with me. I have.
What
My-
are y'all?
I
where
watch
are
it on my
y'all living?
PlayStation,
Oh, okay.
and then
How-
when
how
I
am
go
I li-
home.
I got a DVD player. I'm the youngest person here. Like,
I'm sorry. let me
Okay,
go
look. Here's the thing.
Rip
though.
out my VCR player.
oh my gosh.
Hi, at me. I have a VCR and a DVD player. They're combo 2-in-1, and
A
I watch my
classic.
Rugrats Go to Paris and
Got my
cry on it.
8-track
As
in
you
the
should.
car too, so like I feel that.
No, you don't. Stop it. That Michael Jordan commercial. Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop. No, I don't know. I personally,
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
what are they supposed to be then?
Just do it.
Honestly, Shia LaBeouf, if you work for Nike. Anyways, Apple said in response that Spotify profits from the infrastructure of its App Store and from related services such as App Store upgrades. It added does not charge its sales commission for free-to-use apps such as Uber or Deliveroo or the free version of Spotify's service. Let's see. Spotify wouldn't be the business they are today without the App Store ecosystem, Apple said in a statement. Spotify's aim is to make more money off others' work. That's what they're doing, though. Any investigation by the EU is likely to take years to resolve. If Apple is found to have broken European antitrust laws, the fines could be steep.
Yay,
The
bureaucracy.
EU has the right to fine violators up to 10% of their global revenue. Google, a repeat antitrust offender, has been fined more than $9 billion by the EU. Apple could also
think Google
preempt a
cares?
probe.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're like $9 billion? That's pocket change.
It was like,
okay.
oh, I didn't even know they made bills that small.
They make billion-dollar
I'm
bills.
sorry, all I got is a
Yeah.
10 billion.
Sorry,
you
yeah.
imagine?
Can you break it 10? Honestly, like, so yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Apple says, Spotify wouldn't be what they are if, But
They
here's
weren't
the
allowed
thing.
to be on their app store.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, the apps, when you think about it, like, Apple, they did the thing. Because, like, they created iPhones. They created the App Store just itself. Like, that is an Apple thing owned by Apple. So they started all this stuff. But now, I don't know, I like that Spotify is taking them on.
I like that too.
I mean, if we put it that way, Blockbuster made the first like online movie watching experience, but Netflix is better.
But
Right,
Netflix
and
is
their
better
time has come.
because they took off.
Good
Because
night.
Netflix used to be, they weren't a streaming service. Because I remember
Remember
It
you
was
had to get
they
those
would
DVDs?
mail
they
the
would send
DVD.
them
Yeah,
to you. Yeah, I remember that.
Prehistoric times.
Honestly, my dad, my stepmom, me, and all my
I
stepbrothers
still have
would
my
like.
Blockbuster card, my membership card.
R.I.P.
Honestly,
Oh, there was nothing.
That's how
like
I know if
walking
I ever
into
get carded at a
Blockbuster.
bar, I'll just whip that bad boy out and be like,
there you go.
I don't need it.
That's all
I'm
you need.
certainly over 21.
I'm actually 37. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know. I like that. I like my Apple phone, but I get where they're coming from, and I think Apple should be a little more fair. This is kind of them just like being that kid who doesn't want to wants to keep all the toys to themselves.
And every time, like, we talk about why I am the way I am as a computer guy, as a computer programmer.
Yes.
Why?
I know. And I know what you believe and why you're so, not necessarily anti-Apple, but pro-Android and all this. But the thing that Apple has on everyone is the simplicity.
It's not. No, Sade, I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't know if it's necessarily simplistic or if they've just had us trapped since what,
But
2005.
why? Why did they have you trapped?
Because you got the iPhone 1
Okay, and what
and you
was it
felt
about it?
compelled to get the next thing.
No,
I've
they
And you're just
dominated.
trapped in. Once
They're-
you've spent thousands of dollars on iTunes, it seems.
The iPod, yeah,
Well,
that
I
thing
never
was,
spent-
that
Right?
thing smacked.
I never spent money on iTunes. I used to straight up download my music from YouTube. Like,
Oh, yes,
or
MP3
don't you
to
mean
converter.
LimeWire
Oh,
and
absolutely.
FrostWire? I mean,
LimeWire
MP3
killed
converter.
so
YouTube.
many desktops of my aunt and uncles because my cousin would download stuff from there all the time. But, well, for me, it is the simplicity because, that
But
and the
what makes it
comfortability,
simplistic?
too.
Yeah, something's only simplistic if you understand and you're familiar
yeah,
with what it
because
is.
like it's
Well,
not
and
simple
that's
to
the
me.
thing. I am familiar with it.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
And so, yeah, I think it's more of like the brand loyalty. Like, everything seems to
You
be
know,
about
I'm
advertising.
loyal to my brands.
It's, yes.
Nike all the way.
And if they've had you stuck for so long. I mean, I use Apple too. This sounds so hypocritical, but yeah, it's because
I didn't get my first iPhone until college, though.
But you had iPod Touch. We've talked about this.
I had an iPod Touch, yeah, but I had a...
Yeah, I had an
taking
iPod Touch.
pics on
That
our
thing was
iPod Touch.
awesome.
I had an iPod Touch, but then I broke it so bad, and I didn't. For a little bit, I didn't have a phone, and then I had Android phones up until then. But then I got an Apple phone, and I was like, oh, okay. I know how to
think,
use
yeah,
this.
if
I
I,
guess
was
I'm-
given an Android phone right now, I'd be lost just because.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable.
That's when I say simplicity, I mean familiarity.
Okay, but I was like, you're like simple. I'm like, dude, honestly, I'm good at Linux. I'm good with Windows, but when I get to Mac, it's hard
That's
for me
true,
to
and
navigate.
I've never owned a Mac laptop or computer, and so that is
It's
not
hard to
simple
navigate.
Well,
me.
and for me,
Yeah.
it's so when I hear people say that, I'm like, what do you mean? Because to me, it's the easiest thing in the world.
Right.
Because that's what I'm used to. Because that's
Yeah.
what I'm familiar with. So, okay. Yo comprende. I understand.
and
But
and
they're
like I don't
obviously a powerhouse.
always
Like,
trash out. I give them more credits due. If you got like the only time you should have like a Mac, in my opinion, you do pictures, video, music. That hands down, good. If you don't, well, you're kind of
Okay,
just,
but so that's kind of not basic stuff, but
Yeah, then what do you
that's
like?
common
Programming
stuff.
is
Well, we had-
programming where they are not as good.
I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't
No, no,
program,
no,
so
no,
I
no.
don't. For me, when I
Well,
look at
like we had talked, like I had said, like Macs, they don't allow, or Apple, they don't allow a lot of third party stuff. They don't allow
I don't
like
need.
True.
Yeah, and see, for me, I don't use third party stuff. I use the stuff that's on my computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
especially
like,
when it
for-
comes to.
for people like you, it's fine.
What does that mean? People
got
like
you
me. No, I'm
trapped.
kidding.
I'm
I'm
saying
kidding. I'm
non-STEM
kidding.
majors?
The average
Yeah.
consumer, perhaps?
STEM,
Well-
like if you're a STEM, you can't get through with the Mac.
I believe it. That's not what they're built for.
And that's what I'm
I
saying.
think
That's what
to
I'm saying.
me,
What are Macs built for then? Any
music,
yes, the average,
music,
average
editing,
everyday person.
pictures.
Because when you just think of not necessarily their branding, but who they're directing their product to is everyone. Versus to me who?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
I
like.
would say I don't want to go out on a
Because
limb
Windows
here, but
is, to me, Windows is
everyone.
for everyone.
When I think of someone that owns a Mac, I think of a privileged white person,
At me.
upper middle class, or at least middle class.
I do.
First
Wrong.
world countries. Everyone is very
The one thing
Wrong. That's me, but
that's my
wrong.
biggest
Like-
thing
Yeah.
against Apple is like the sheer price for what
yes,
you get.
it's expensive.
And then
Yes,
the
but
issue is
to
if something
me-
goes wrong with it, you have to get an entirely new one. Windows, my CPU's bad. rip it out,
Yeah.
put in a new
Yeah.
one. done.
Okay, but and I agree with that. But the thing for me is I'm not doing such taxing things.
Right.
Like my Mac is good for me. Yeah, it was expensive. I've had it for almost 5 years now. It still works completely fine. I'm able to do the things that I need to do, and I have plenty of storage.
Yeah.
So for me, it's something I'm gonna have for the long run. My last iPhone, I had that for 4.5 years. Like I used it,
interesting.
and I used it. It worked for me. I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't even crack that screen. I was so proud of myself. So like to me, I don't know. Not everyone sees in this way. They're long lasting stuff for me. So it's stuff that I'm willing to put my money into. And like I said,
even when they admitted to purposely slowing
Yes,
down,
exactly.
the
That's what I was about to like. What is it called? There's a word for that. It's like, what is it called? But they literally design their products
To fail.
To fail after
well,
a
yeah,
certain amount of time.
and that's just a marketing thing because why would
Shade,
you?
why are you so ferociously
I'm
defending
not.
Apple?
I'm
No,
not.
no, no, but
I'm not for
and
defending
that
them at
goes
all.
both-
What I'm defending my actions.
See, but that goes
Y'all are
like,
attacking me
it's
right
not
now.
just
I'm not trying to
it's not
attack
just
you. I'm
Apple
like,
that
this-
does that because
No,
like,
it's everyone.
It's all of their phones, but it's there's a lot of one thing is the Apple their battery. They had a really good battery and they didn't degrade nearly as bad as like Androids at the time. So what they did is they purposely in their operating system like if you updated your operating system, purposely killed that.
Well, yeah. Well, and to me, it's not a good thing, but that's a marketing thing because it's like if you make this product that someone can have for 10 years, then no one's going to buy one
See,
for 10
So this
years.
all goes
That's-
back to
But here's the
Capitalism.
Yeah, but here's like my thought on that is when you like the Androids they were just failing.
They were
But when
catching on
you
fire.
And catching on
but when you intentionally make your product
Yes.
fail,
And
I don't
gotta
think it's
tell y'all
right.
as well. Some of the most harmful waste on this planet is e-waste, and in the U.S., I mean, God bless America. I'm proud to be an American, but also we got some problems. We don't
See-
make people who design products responsible for their products after
Yes.
someone has purchased them. Then it's on
Yes.
us,
I agree
and
with
that
as well.
isn't it's wrong. We're not gonna go into all that. This isn't what this podcast is about. But like, if you buy a phone from a company that they designed to break or suck after 4 years, and then what am I supposed to do with it?
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing about, and I don't know if they have any, they take refurbished phones and do this and
Well,
do that.
here's the thing.
But I recycle mine usually.
Where do you recycle? Best Buy? Because a lot of the places that advertise that they recycle electronics, there's been studies where that's not me, but people place bugs or trackers on those products, put them in a recycling place, take them to a recycling place, and then they are tracked to third world countries like China.
That might be the case.
Well,
Okay,
here's
Not
the
China's
thing.
the wrong
But
word.
why
Not
is
third world
that?
countries.
Why is that a bad thing?
Electronics are
Because-
actually almost they're like you can almost recycle every piece of
Well, yeah,
electronics.
that's what I'm
Except for
saying.
some items like, especially like printers, the chemicals
toner.
are
good luck.
toner
I
is
think that's-
incredibly harmful for the
I think that's not a
environment
bad
and the
thing,
people
then.
that have to.
To recycle a phone, to if it's not getting any use here, send it somewhere else, and
But
Give
what
it
are they?
use?
They're not. No, it's not giving use. It's just piling up in
No,
these
what
other
they-
locations.
No, what they do over there, they like take out the motherboards. And then they
Yeah,
put
they
them
handle
in
it with
other,
their
use
hands
the
and they
materials
touch
for
the.
other things.
Yeah, they recycle them. That's why everything's so cheap that comes out of
In
there
China.
because they're recycling.
Because they have so much
They're-
stock.
yeah.
Because
No, because they use child labor and sweatshops.
Well, I mean,
yes,
that's-
obviously.
It's not because we're sending them we're graciously sending them
No,
our
no, no,
trash
no.
to
No,
use.
they're
No,
wanting
they're
our
but
trash.
they buy it in bulk and then they repurpose it all.
which makes sense.
Which is
honestly,
I'm okay
I
with.
guess.
It's like it's better than it getting tossed away or thrown away.
But I'm arguing that that's not what always happens.
Oh, I'm aware. But that's like with everything, like normal recycling of anything.
Yes. My point was you should not design something to fail so
No.
that we have to deal with the repercussions of how do we recycle it and who has to deal with that and whose
You're
life
right.
is being.
See, and
Instead, you should just design it to last. Like,
how you were saying how it's like
Yes,
it's
but
on
capitalism.
us.
Yes.
It's on us that we allowed the companies to do that. I'd watched something. It's like kind of just how we are with plastic bottles because
Yeah.
like we used to Coke, glass,
Yeah.
or Coke and milk.
Back-
they were like glass,
back in the day.
and you would return it,
yeah.
Yeah.
and they'd get washed and reused.
No, that's not on us either. There's an Adam ruins everything episode. I
Yep.
know. I'm sorry to bring
See,
it up.
that's what I'm quoting off
Yeah,
of.
but that's not on us either. Those institutions literally manipulate us.
Yeah, by saying litter bug and saying
Yeah,
it
they
was
call us a litter bug, but
but
plastic
we allowed
is
them
cheaper.
to do that. Is what
But
I'm
how
saying.
we allow is also such a
Yeah.
bias.
okay,
because
well,
they're
I say-
so
have as many
powerful.
options.
I
How
say
are
that
we
off the
supposed to not
fact.
allow them?
I say that off the fact that in a true democracy, like what we
This
say.
is not that.
I'm
Welcome
aware.
to America.
This is America.
I'm aware, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, yeah. So watch that, viewers, if you want to know. We did a horrible job explaining that, but
Well, okay, back
If
on
I
this
am under
designed to fail,
yes,
almost everything is. If you think about cars now, they're not designed to fail, but cars now aren't lasting as long as they were.
well, that's because they have so many electrical components compared to everything used to be analog.
Yeah, but that's not even the complete point, because still,
Well, that's
you can
adding
make
new
a good
gears.
sturdy car that can last for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Some companies do, and then those companies go out of business.
My first vehicle was a '94.
I would say like
Not all the time, but I mean, that's where they kind of get in their trouble, because it's like, that's one of the biggest, I think, issues is like building something that is sustainable, but also has a high demand,
See, the like when it comes to cars, like
because that's capitalism.
I
Why would you
believe
build
that
something?
the more like it's,
that would last
you're
because
at
then you
putting
can't
more
make
gears
money.
into this thing,
Exactly.
and it's like a bunch of different electrical components, and they can easily like fail just from little things, and that's what causes them to
And
fail.
as we
Well, I agree,
advance-
but
I think what Jared's saying is like we advance as society, like technologically, things are going to become more
Complicated,
complex.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
you
I
used
agree.
to be able to like any person that
you
owned
can
a
just go work on your
Mobile
car.
T or whatever they were,
yeah,
they could figure out how to fix everything because it was a more simple machine.
Yeah.
It was more user friendly. But now as we get more complex and we have
You add more gears
people,
to that thing. There's
like,
more places
yeah.
it can
Yeah.
break.
It's like Google. Does any individual know how Google works? No. And if they tell you they do, they're lying. Google
Yeah,
works
honestly.
because of millions of really smart people come together to create this thing that's like
yeah.
something it's
I
like
agree
over
with you.
us now.
I'm just saying that that's not a thought in the process now. Back then, when they made vehicles and stuff like that, they're like,
Yeah.
this is going to some of the
Henry
slogans
Ford-
used to be, this is going to last you a
yes,
lifetime.
and Henry Ford was like his little workers. He wanted them to be able to actually buy his product.
Exactly.
Well,
and now
also-
it's like,
No.
Back in
I'm
the
in
day,
debt. I just bought a new car.
back in the day, like the
Really, though, I
engineers
did.
had to build the frame around all the machinery and all the mechanics. Now
Yeah.
they make the frame. They're like fit everything in there.
Or like
Exact-
individual
yeah.
pieces. It's a process where the work is kind of
Plus, they're
What's
not
it
all made out
called?
of like pure metal anymore.
Yeah, that too. Well,
And one
and that's the
solid
thing.
casting.
That's more expensive, but it's not about that anymore because
Right.
you have, how long is your warranty on a car? I think mine's
100,000 miles.
7 years. Yeah.
100,000 miles.
I think
Whichever one
like
comes
12,000 miles a year,
Oh.
something like that. And so, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. 7 years. I think the average person gets a new car every 5 years or something like that.
Did you know also like the average American's wealth, any wealth they have is in their car, which is so sad. Like we're all so poor.
100%.
We pay however much money or to get a nice car, so your wealth's in the car, but not really.
Yeah.
Because
Especially because we're not buying houses.
millennials.
Honestly, we ruined
We
everything.
know
Hey.
nothing.
I'm not
Evidently, we
saying renting
ruined.
is like one of the biggest tax breaks you can get is from owning a house,
I mean, that's
but
true.
that's not for everybody.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna own a house anytime soon. My mom's gonna leave me the house, but like,
Yeah,
I told her I was
same.
like, if I'm not home, I'm gonna rent it out.
Wow,
Same.
that's. I have 9 siblings. Whoever's getting, there's no house to be left.
I'm
with,
the
but-
only.
And I am the executor, even though I am the youngest.
Oh, good for you.
Hey,
But
we
yeah,
love that for you.
I know.
must be nice.
Honestly,
Mama, we made it.
I mean, I am the oldest,
Me too.
but I'm also the youngest.
All right.
So
Well,
Must.
I'm the only biological too, by a lot.
so
That just means I get it all in the will. I'm kidding.
so
I better get it all.
do you know the so music news?
Yeah, we just like to talk for like 30 minutes about capitalism and
not
America and
Sorry. take it
honestly,
there.
no, it was about 30 minutes for real. But it was related to Spotify. Well, okay, so what do we think about Spotify and this Apple move real quick before
I
we
am
move
all
on?
about challenging institutions of any kind.
I think there should be
off,
fair
Spotify.
competition.
Absolutely.
That's a fair market.
Yeah.
This is
If we're gonna operate in the system, it should be like.
I'm a big believer of survival of the fittest, okay? Whichever
I
has
know
the
you are.
best platform and competes in fairness against each other, whichever one's win.
yeah, and that's the thing.
Okay.
All
Except, how do we have a fair playing field?
well, they don't. And
Well, they're
the-
both streaming services. They both have music.
Well, see, but the way that
Yeah,
Apple
it's
is getting
definitely
off
that
is
simple,
because
Jared.
they own it. They own the App Store. So and that's the thing. Like, well, they are the App Store.
Yeah,
They
yeah, I'm
created the App
aware.
Store.
I'm aware. That's why I'm like,
So it's not even. So all Spotify is doing is asking them, consider yourselves a streaming service like we consider ourselves a streaming service.
Exactly.
Bring your limits down to this, make it a fair game, and see who wins.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if they were to do that, Spotify
will
would
win.
buy Apple.
Crush 'em.
They would own Apple, and I would buy a Spotify phone.
Crush. Ooh.
It'd be green. That'd be cute.
Ooh, I love green.
Me too. It's my favorite color.
Same.
So, anyways, what else we got?
So we get into the good news. So I know we didn't really have any sad news for once, thank God. So we're gonna start with, we kind of talked about how Tool had changed their cover photo, and I
Jared's
said
a huge Tool fan, so
I am
there's
Tool.
that.
All right, big Tool.
You didn't have to tell us that.
So they're,
I'm just kidding.
so they're gonna debut new music for the first time in over 10 years, and I am so excited because the last time they even had anything was 10,000 Days, and that got released in like 2006.
Don't ask me.
So, Tool has shared new music for the first time at the Welcome to Rockville Festival. The metal icons have kept fans waiting for new material for over a decade, with their last album, 10,000 Days, released in 2006. Boom! But May 5th, the band shared 2 new songs, Descending and Invincible. Both tracks are expected to feature on their new album, which drummer Danny Carey recently stated would be released in April, but is yet to surface. The band previously shared a number of teaser trailers on their official website, adopting their traditional gory motive. So the band is also expected to debut further material with a UK show headlining Download Festival in June, alongside the likes of Slipknot, Def Leppard, Smashing Pumpkins, Die Antwoord, Rob Zombie, Eagles of Death Metal, and many more. Back in February of last year, Maynard James Keenan said that the word and melodies is 100% done on all but one track for the album. Keenan has previously blamed the long wait for the album on his bandmates' indecisiveness. He says, I like to record and release songs that I'm writing things a little bit more quickly than those guys like to write. Their process is very analytical. So in January, it was revealed that the band had finally finished recording their 5th album and was entering the mixing stages. So what are your thoughts?
Tool. So glad they're coming back. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not.
They're more of a prog metal kind of. They're a very niche band.
I feel like you and Jake would have a good conversation about
See,
Tool.
and the funny thing, we were kind of talking about streaming. Tool is one of the only bands that are super against streaming.
So is
and they're
Jake.
they're not on Spotify, they're not on Amazon Music, they're not on Tidal. I mean, they're on YouTube, but that's not streaming. So
It can be.
I mean, yeah,
YouTube Music is, but
yeah, I mean, it can be, but not, for the lack of a better term, not real streaming. But they had recently, with just this past week, added Tool, like or at least the band's cover art. And as an artist on Spotify and Apple Music.
Okay, so
So-
maybe they are. Maybe honestly though, it's probably because they haven't done anything since 2006. Because streaming didn't start getting huge. I remember downloading Spotify for the first time in 2011.
No, they've
2011.
always just,
Because that was when I started high school,
Your freshman year.
and we had our Macs, and like we
2011?
downloaded Spotify. Yeah,
That seems about the same time as me.
yeah, and it was huge, and I was like, oh, Spotify.
so, I mean, no, they've publicly, like, the
Wait,
last 10
Bob,
years.
you gave me that look, 2011. That's when me and Keelan were both in high school. We both graduated in 2015. Keelan also graduated from college last semester, so she's an early bird, and she's just a young kid who's already got a freaking bachelor's.
Yeah.
When did you, what were you doing in 2011, Bob?
Where were you?
Because you looked at me like that,
Big Bopper.
and I don't like that look. What were you doing, huh?
I was getting ready to, I think that would have been my junior year.
Junior year of high school?
Yeah.
When did you graduate?
2013,
Oh.
2012, 13.
Okay. Bet. 2015. 2014, 15?
So that's gosh. Anyway,
Whatever. You know you're 4 years older than me. Anywho.
but I'm pretty
I just like
excited.
to
I hope they're
remind
going to
you.
be on.
Yeah,
But
just
we had
like
kind
to
of talked about AC/DC. They had, they weren't on streaming platforms either. You could
Yeah.
only buy their CDs at Walmart.
And here's the thing. That's kind of a smart move and a dumb move. It makes you very, like, selective as an artist. Like, it makes your music very hard to find. And, like, if you're a real fan, you're a fan. And you find it and you have it. but it's also like the money that people make off of streaming. I mean, we've talked about how streaming revenue
They get
isn't
a ton
as
of money.
Yeah, it's not as much as you would think, but I mean, it's still a chunk of change.
Well, I see
Especially
it more,
for a band who's like not performing anymore. You know?
I see it more as like a way to get your music out there to people to listen to, enjoy it.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Would you say that it's enjoyable to you?
Tool is extremely enjoyable to me, and I'm really excited. I'm curious to see what they're going to come out with. So,
I guess we will see.
speaking of new music,
What?
Tyler the Creator announces
Odd
a new
Future
album,
Wolfgang.
Igor. So, rapper drops the album artwork for this next project, which is due out on May 17th.
Ooh, that's
Which,
true.
fun facts, is the day
Next
I'm going
week.
home for my mom's birthday. So,
Fun fact.
Tyler the Creator
so
has a
fun.
new album on the
Love
way. His upcoming project, titled Igor, will
Are
be.
you sure it's not
It's,
Igor?
yeah, is it Igor?
See, I don't know.
I feel like
It's
probably
if it's
Igor.
Is it Igor like the Hunchback guy from Frankenstein?
I was talking about like Dr. Frankenstein's little
Yeah, Igor.
homie.
Igor.
Igor.
We'll find out soon enough.
I was like, I
May
don't know.
17th.
Wow.
I'll find it out when he talks about it. It's the rapper's producer's sixth full length, including his 2009 mixtape Bastard and the follow up to 2017's Flower Boy.
Can I make one statement really quick? When did you say
Sure.
Bastard came out?
2009.
I was
So-
listening to that in 2011, 12. Yeah, in high school. I can't say that I was a real Bastard fan. Does that sound wrong?
Nah, dude, you like Bastard. Jon Snow is one of my favorite characters.
I am one. Anyways, big fan. Continue.
Well, it's likely his best received album to date, and one that marked a new artistic transition for him towards the sunny and more improvisational. So far, we don't have much about information on what is going for Igor will sound like, but the announcement came on Twitter and was accompanied by two album covers. The first looks like inspired by Grace Jones, according to some, and the second designed by Louis Rossignol. So it's decidedly more expressionistic, and last week Tyler dropped two snippets teasing new music, but has yet to release a full song from the album. So, though this last outing was a critical success, Tyler has been vocal about what he wants to achieve next. In August's cover story for the GQ Style, Tyler revealed that one of the goals for his future albums is to play on the radio. Because I don't know, as you heard
Good luck.
of the song I played today, it's not very radio friendly.
No, it's not. I'm sure you heard all those.
None of his
Yeah.
music really is radio friendly.
That's the mix.
Maybe 911, Mr. Lonely. Maybe, I don't know.
what was that song he did with Kelly
Kelly
Uchis?
I thought it was Euclid.
I have no idea how to say
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's Euclid.
It was really good. What was it? I was
know.
on Flower Boy. No, it wasn't. After the Storm. Is that him? Never mind.
Yes.
Disregard that.
He goes on to say, I mean,
I was featuring him. I'm stupid.
I've been trying to get on the radio, Tyler said. I haven't been super successful with that, but that time will come. If it's not the next album, then it's the 3 after that. It's still a piece of me that only wants to be on the radio, but it's probably some 11-year-old in the middle of nowhere who might hear a song, look me up, get introduced to a whole new world, and that could change everything he's into for the rest of his life. See, that's why I'm a big believer that everything should be streamed.
Streamed?
Or it should be like available to everybody. Like on any streaming service. Because maybe it's that one song that maybe Tool has a song that there's a kid out there that needs to listen to it because they just need it.
Maybe Tool will help kids through a hard time.
Exactly.
Maybe it will.
Full circle here.
Honestly. It's what we do here at Wave of the Planet.
Yep. Okay, folks.
We come full circle.
Full circle.
So I believe that is all of the quote-unquote music news that we have for today.
Bet.
I think we got something going on in sports. There's at least one sports ball tournament going on that I know of.
I love that sports ball tournament. So, for the NBA playoffs, the Warriors and the Rockets. Your Rockets made it through. But
I told you.
yeah. Oh, I told you that would happen too. But they're down 2-1 to Golden State.
I've seen worse odds.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. So they play. They'll play on Monday night. The Warriors And the Rockets, the 76ers, and the Raptors. Series is tied. Bucks are 2-up on the Celtics, and then the Nuggets and the Trailblazers are 2-2. And then for the NHL playoffs, the Stars are still in it. They're tied 3-3, so we'll have Game 7.
That's the tiebreaker, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And that basically is telling you who's going.
Is that going to be at home, or are we going to be away?
I do not know.
Big
I
oof.
think it's going to be at the Stars, so I think it's going to be home.
Sweet.
I have a couple friends who's actually gone to this
I
series.
wonder if my boy Chris is going to be there.
You know, I honestly wouldn't be super surprised.
I mean, he has, doesn't he have season tickets?
I don't know, but I know Madison, his girlfriend, she just got an apartment in Mansfield.
Ooh, okay.
So they're pretty close to getting a place and doing their grown-up thing. Growing up, who'd have thunk it? So let's see. Tarleton earns the softball team. They earned a program best number 3 seed in the NCAA regional tournament. So they play Cameron on Thursday night in Commerce. I was gonna try and go to those games, but I didn't get to go.
They ended up beating Cameron, but when they ended up losing to Kingsville, Texas A&M Kingsville.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were to lose,
still a 3 seed.
if we were to lose to any team, at least it's number 3 in the nation and
Yeah.
number 1 in our conference.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So they've got some games coming up this weekend. And then this is the region tournament. So they always do, not to brag, but they always do very well. I would argue and say that they're better than the boys. And that's not an argument because
Yeah, you don't
it's
have to
true.
argue. The
It's
stats
true.
clearly show.
The guys are 15-35.
Well,
That's wins to losses.
Wins being 20 less than losses.
The women are 39-13. So a third. They've only
That's
They've-
26 more wins.
they've lost a fourth of the games that they've played,
so good job, Texans.
and the men have
Texans, let's Jarrett.
Not until the end of the semester, thank you.
lost, or they've won a fourth of their games. Not even a fourth. A little bit.
In
more
other
than a
words,
fourth.
they've lost 3/4.
Yeah,
They've
Keelan,
lost 75% of their games.
I didn't ask for that. Okay.
I'm sorry, Texan baseball players. If you want to talk, meet me outside. We can talk.
How about that?
How about that?
Yeah, and I think
Twitter link in the bio.
I
Yeah.
think they're done.
My
I don't think they're playing in the Lone Star Conference Championship tournament. But I will say the last 2 games were pretty high scoring, I guess. So they lost 8-12 and then 7-15. So, got some runs. I drove by those games this weekend. The women lost to Kingsville. They play Cameron on Thursday, and then we've got a high seed in the the D2 Super Regional, and then honestly, if we win that, we could go to the NCAA Division II College World Series, which would be dope. Because I don't think they've ever done that before. So that's my sports news. Anyone have anything to comment? I mean,
What about those football players that got drafted?
we talked about that
Ooh.
last week.
Oh,
So you
good,
would know that
cool.
if you listened to our podcast.
I didn't
Yeah,
listen last
honestly,
week.
Keelan,
I'm a fake fan.
I didn't listen to last week's
Fake
or the week
special
before
guest.
or the week before or the week before.
I didn't even know y'all
We
had a
also-
podcast.
Okay, we're aware of that. We also talk about some of these things outside of the podcast, so it's hard to remember what.
Yeah, we do. We all work together, so
Yeah.
Do we though?
Sure we do. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, that's all I got.
I know, and it's going to be a little bittersweet. Like I said, next episode will be...
Be our last. We'll do a throwback. We'll
Yeah,
do
you
a
guys will have to do it big for your last episode.
Keelan, don't hype them up like that.
Okay.
all right, we're going to have
Can you
another...
not?
We're going to have a cruise on the planet. We're going to do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live. We'll do some throwbacks, our favorite moments, favorite stories, least favorite stories. or Killy.
You mean
Favorite-
Robert?
But at the
Robert.
same time, favorite one, Robert.
Favorite
Robert.
person who went to jail, tie between Robert and Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Stupid.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you
Stupid.
get the chance. But
Yeah,
thank you,
Charlemagne the
Keelan.
God,
Thank
right?
you guys for having me on
Yeah,
your
thanks for
second
being
to
a
last
guest.
podcast. I wish I could have gotten here sooner.
Honestly, I do too because this was a good conversation.
I also wish I didn't play myself with everything I said in here for
I mean,
to be recorded for eternity.
You're
but
just you. That's just
I
how
know.
you
I'm
live.
know thyself, okay?
Honestly, that's
Know
what they
thyself.
say, right?
Anyway.
All right, well. Thanks everybody
y'all
for
for
listening
listening.
to another episode of
Wave of the Planet.
Big addition.
If you enjoyed the show, please rate, review, and subscribe for updates when new episodes drop. And follow our station on Twitter and on Facebook at The Planet 107 to see everything going on at Tarleton Radio.